All right, so a lot has been going on over the weekend, and it's been quite the interesting ride. Like, if I gotta say so myself, man. Now, the thing is that for me, I kind of don't like to do anything over the weekend. I kind of just like to have that to myself. But I couldn't help it. Read a couple of the TikTok articles that was being streamed to me when I was online, and one of the things that I noticed was that apparently they've reached a deal on the TikTok Oracle situation. I read a little bit about it, and it seems to me like now this isn't confirmed. Okay, this is hasn't been established as being the deal that's gonna settle this. If anything, this is just up in the air. So apparently, TikTok, ByteDance, they've offered 20% stake in the application, the creative aspect of the application. Apparently, Oracle and Walmart seem like they're gonna agree to the deal, but obviously, the sole arbiter of this deal is Donald Trump. He's positioned himself in quite the unique position, and he's ultimately gonna be the one to decide whether this deal satisfies him or not, because it seems to me like this is like driven by a motive to pretty much get China for I guess their responsibility for not taking care of the coronavirus, and so Trump just kind of sees that as an opportunity to get them back. So it's to me it doesn't really seem like it's just the coronavirus. It seems to me like this has kind of been like boiling up to this point to be quite the hot topic, because Trump has been trying to regulate that whole trade with between U.S. and China. Obviously, like at the beginning of his presidency, he was attempting to negotiate certain terms of engagement, and they weren't met, and so obviously, the U.S. ended up slapping tariffs, and China did the same thing as well, and obviously that built tension. And now, technology is part of that contention as well, and so now they've gone ahead to like negotiate for TikTok, and I really do believe that Trump has them like in quite the headlock, because you have to understand that social media platforms are very powerful. They're really, really powerful, as you guys can see with like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Very powerful sources of media, and TikTok is no different. I think that TikTok is even more of a. I feel like it's like a 2.0 version of social media, because I feel like this particular application is a lot more engaging than it is, as compared to like Facebook and Instagram. So to really control TikTok, I really do believe like you will be controlling another very powerful source of media. I don't know, man. Like it's this is really like, I really do feel like Trump is putting himself in quite the position here to give US a lot more power. Obviously, from a business standpoint, I feel like this is probably a really good, like it just shows you like the process of it. Like it's really crazy how Trump is just enacting all these tactics, because that's really what he's doing. He's enacting these tactics. So obviously, like they're negotiating for TikTok, and for him to say that he's banning it this weekend, which was quite surprising. For him to kind of say that he was banning it this weekend, it kind of just puts ByteDance on its toes, or and just kind of wants ByteDance to just not think about the situation, the situation. It doesn't want him to think about the situation, to think of a strategy. Instead, Trump wants it to kind of, at least from my perspective, it seems like Trump wants it to be a bit like impulsive and just make decisions on the fly, because I mean, like, you only have a couple days to decide whether you're gonna comply with the terms and conditions that Trump has put forward. And it doesn't really give TikTok a lot of time, because obviously you have to calculate the growth of this company. You have to see how much like what the best decision is going to be. Like, would it work well with like an American being a part of the board of directors? Like, it's just crazy. You have to do so many calculations, and obviously Trump doesn't want TikTok to negotiate better terms and conditions, so he's like pretty much just like making them think quickly. Like, you gotta either like decide now or forever lose your position in one of the great markets in the world. So this is quite the business move, man, and it's from that perspective is quite remarkable to see. But from a morality standpoint, the ones who are really paying the price is the users, specifically the creators, because this brings so much anxiety to the creators, whether they think that they're going to be able to continue to make content on TikTok or not. And a lot of people's livelihoods depend on like this social media, you know. And it's very, very, at the same time, it's very upsetting for me to like see this, because it's like, bro, like, you know, like we're pretty much we're playing with people's livelihoods at this position, you know. Like that's the thing about politics, man. Politics, that's kind of the reason why I kind of got away from the whole political thing, because like they just play with your emotions so much, man. But unfortunately, in this case, like you can't, like, even if you are into politics or not, like you just can't help but be involved in this situation, because you know, it's gotten to the point where like people are just pretty much deciding your fate, you know. And that's not cool at all, you know. But then again, that's what politics is, you know. You got to determine what's best for the people. I don't know if that's always the case in U.S. politics, you know, 'cause I'm not really into it like that. But this is something else, man. So that's pretty much what we got for now. I'm gonna obviously continue to monitor this story. It's quite the interesting story.